always drunk. That's what people thought about Dennis Eckersley in 1986. He was 32, playing for the Chicago Cubs, and his career was falling apart. His ERA had ballooned to 4.57. He was giving up home runs left and right. What fans didn't know was that, behind the scenes, Eckersley was drowning in alcoholism that had started when he was just 17 years old. But this isn't just another sad sports story about a wasted talent. This is about how one man's darkest moment became the foundation for greatness. Dennis Eckersley was born in Oakland, California in 1954. From the start, he was a natural athlete who played both football and baseball in high school. But he gave up football to protect his throwing arm, focusing entirely on baseball. His talent was obvious. The Cleveland Indians drafted him in the third round in 1972, and by April 1975, at just 20 years old, Eckersley made his major league debut. Those early years looked promising. He threw a no-hitter and won 20 games in a season. His distinctive high leg kick, inspired by his idol Juan Marichal, became his signature on the mound. Eckersley seemed destined for stardom, but what nobody knew was that his battle with alcohol had already begun the same year he was drafted. While he was achieving success on the field, he was secretly fighting a demon that would nearly destroy everything. The personal chaos started early. In 1973, Eckersley married his first wife, Denise, and they had a daughter named Mandy. But in 1978, his world exploded. Denise left him for Rick Manning, who wasn't just any teammate, he was Eckersley's close friend on the Cleveland Indians. The affair created such tension in the clubhouse that the team had to make a decision. They traded Eckersley to the Boston Red Sox just before opening day. This betrayal was devastating, but Eckersley tried to move forward. He married model Nancy O'Neill in 1980, and together they adopted 2 children, Jake and Alexandra. On the surface, things looked stable, but underneath, the drinking was getting worse. His performance on the field started to suffer. From 1980 to 1983 with the Red Sox, he posted a disappointing 43-48 record with a 4.43 ERA. In 1983 alone, his ERA shot up to 5.61. The physical problems were mounting too. In 1979, Eckersley developed a persistent sore arm that led to back and shoulder injuries. He was giving up 142 home runs in 5 seasons with Boston. He struggled against left-handed batters and couldn't control base runners. Some people even blamed his high leg kick delivery for causing arm problems. The combination of injuries and alcohol was creating a downward spiral where each problem made the other worse. In 1984, the Red Sox traded him to the Chicago Cubs in exchange for Bill Buckner. It was a clear sign that his value was dropping. By 1986, Eckersley had hit what he later called rock bottom. His drinking had reached dangerous levels, and his family could see he was in serious trouble. That's when something happened that saved his life. His family, including his wife Nancy and daughter, staged an intervention. They showed him a videotape of himself while he was drunk. Eckersley was horrified by what he saw. The shock of seeing himself in that condition was the wake-up call he needed. In January 1987, he checked himself into a rehabilitation facility. Quick pause here. If you're a baseball fan trying to watch games without cable, check out Fubo. It's the best streaming service for sports, and it supports the channel every time you sign up through our link below. Now back to Eck's incredible transformation. Getting sober changed everything for Eckersley. He has remained sober ever since that day in January 1987. But he always says that moment, not his Hall of Fame induction, was when his life really changed. As he put it, getting sober saved his life, and his life changed forever back in January of 1987 when I started rehab. Right after entering rehab, Eckersley was traded to the Oakland Athletics. What seemed like another setback turned into the best thing that could have happened. Oakland's manager, Tony La Russa, had a revolutionary idea. Instead of using Eckersley as a starting pitcher, he would use him as a closer, but not just any closer. La Russa pioneered the modern one-inning closer role, bringing Eckersley in almost exclusively for safe situations. This transition began in 1987 and was fully implemented by 1988. Suddenly, Eckersley wasn't just good, he was dominant. From 1988 to 1992, he averaged 44 saves per season while pitching around 62 innings and facing about 297 batters each year. He became baseball's first true ninth-inning closer and a one-inning specialist. The numbers from his closer years are incredible. He saved 387 games during his relief career. His ERA dropped dramatically compared to his starting days. In 1992, he achieved something almost impossible for a relief pitcher. He won both the American League Cy Young Award and the American League MVP Award in the same season. He was selected as an All-Star 4 times as a reliever and played a key role in the Oakland A's 1989 World Series championship. Eckersley's transformation wasn't just personal, it changed baseball strategy across the entire league. His success as a one-inning closer created a new model that teams everywhere started copying. What had begun as a desperate attempt to salvage a failing career became a revolution that affected how every team used their bullpen. His unique career path led to Hall of Fame induction in 2004. Eckersley himself acknowledged that becoming a closer was his ticket to Cooperstown. His total career numbers tell the story of two different players. As a starter from 1975 to 1986, he had a WAR of 45.8. As a reliever from 1987-1998, his WAR was 16.9. Combined, his 62.7 total WAR reflects significant success in two Eckersley became a respected baseball broadcaster known for his honest analysis and unique vocabulary. Terms like cheese, moss, and pair of shoes became part of his signature commentary style. This authenticity that marked his playing days continued in his broadcasting career. More importantly, Eckersley used his platform to help others struggling with addiction. He participated in Alcohol Awareness Week and other events, sharing his story openly. His motivation was simple. If I can help one person here tonight, then it's been worth it. He turned his deepest personal struggle into a source of strength for others. But addiction's effects can span generations, as Eckersley's family learned tragically. In December 2022, his adopted daughter Alexandra was arrested in Manchester, New Hampshire. She faced charges for abandoning her newborn son in a tent at a homeless camp during freezing temperatures. Alexandra, then 26, had been struggling with homelessness, addiction, and mental health issues. She had a previous felony drug conviction and showed signs of drug influence during the arrest, later admitting to recent cocaine and marijuana use. The court found that Alexandra presented a significant danger to children who may be in her care and to herself. She was required to enter a sober living facility and had no contact with her newborn. This heartbreaking situation showed that even when someone conquers addiction personally, the ripple effects can continue affecting family members. Despite this ongoing family pain, Dennis Eckersley's story remains one of remarkable transformation. His journey from a promising but inconsistent starting pitcher, battling addiction to a pioneering dominant closer, demonstrates the human capacity for reinvention. His sobriety, which began in January 1987, was the foundation that enabled everything else. Eckersley didn't waste his career, he nearly did. When his darkest moment came in 1986, he made the choice to change. His willingness to be vulnerable about his struggles, both during his playing days and in his broadcasting career, created an authentic public persona that resonates with fans far beyond his on-field achievements. His legacy extends beyond baseball records. It includes the human story of someone who faced significant adversity and found a way to adapt and overcome. In an era of carefully crafted public images, Eckersley's honesty about his battles and triumphs serves as inspiration and a reminder of shared human experiences. At 70 years old, Dennis Eckersley stands as proof that our lowest moments don't have to define us. Sometimes they become the catalyst for our greatest achievements. His story shows that acknowledging and overcoming personal challenges can create a more profound legacy than a perfect record ever could.